Welcome to my garden. I don't think I've actually filmed out here at all since we moved, which was a year ago now. I actually cannot believe that. But as the title of this video I'm sure implies, this is a vlog, specifically book release week vlog. So this week it's Monday, my book comes out, so this is The Lady of the Lake. Quick summary for anybody who's not heard me yap on about it already. It's an adult medieval fantasy novel which retells the Arthurian legends from the perspective of the Lady of the Lake. If you want more info you can obviously read the blurb, etc. But this is my first traditionally published novel. It's a standalone and it comes out on Thursday, which is so wild. Like, this has just been a dream of mine for such a long time, for over 2 decades. So really excited for Thursday, and this week I'm actually heading down to London for the release of the book. So I thought, perfect opportunity to film a little vlog for you. Like I said, it's Monday today and I'm travelling down tomorrow. So today the to-do list includes just like catching up on emails, posting out the books that the giveaway winners won on my Instagram, and just making sure there's nothing else hanging over me for my travels and packing. And then tomorrow the itinerary begins. I'll be travelling down to London, which to be honest takes up most of the day. Then on Wednesday I am spending the day with my editor, publicist and agent at Michael Joseph. My agent obviously isn't affiliated with them, and we are signing books. I'm heading to Forbidden Planet's offices to sign a bunch of books, Goldsborough, maybe some other bookshops, and then obviously just like lunch and catch up with everybody. And then on Thursday it's actual release day. I have some time to myself, so I might just like pop into some other big bookshops and see if they have any copies, since it's official release day, out on the shelves. And then I'm actually meeting with my non-fiction editor at a completely separate publishing house, so completely unrelated to Lady of the Lake, but whilst I'm down in London, you know, catch up with everybody. So at the minute I'm working on an adult non-fiction ancient history book that's meant to be like accessible for everybody, but which I'm also not allowed to say anything more about at the minute. Hopefully announcement to come soon, but I'm meeting with my editor, catching up with some friends, and then also my wonderful friend Tasman has organised like a celebratory lunch dinner for me, which is so wonderful, and I'll get to see a bunch of people there. So I'm really looking forward to all of that, and just sort of like luxuriating in book release week, which will be a ton of fun. And I thought I would take you along with me, basically. Yeah, like pretty self-explanatory, but hopefully a fun vlog. It's going to be really warm in London. I mean, it's warm enough in Scotland right now, but I also got some posts. I thought I'd open it whilst I chat to you. This is an absolutely ridiculously sized parcel for what's in here, and just wait until you see, because this made me laugh when it came through the door this morning. But yeah, I know Lady of the Lake has actually made it onto some bookshelves already in bookshops and in your houses. Like, I know a bunch of people's pre-orders arrived, like my partner's pre-order arrived, well, my husband now, we just got married, still my partner though, and I've also had people tag me in bookshops where they found the book, which is so surreal. But yeah, Thursday's official release day, and if you're interested, I do have a couple of events coming up in Edinburgh. I'm going to be at Chimera Book Festival, and I'm going to be at the Romance Book Festival that Lighthouse Books and Book Lovers are co-hosting. So I'll put the dates and links for those up on the screen, and I'm so excited for both of those. Like, I can't believe I get to chat more about my book. But this is what is in this parcel. This is so unrelated to Lady of the Lake. It's literally a singular Pokemon card. I mean, do you know what? It's well packaged and it has survived the journey, so we're not going to complain. But I bought this on Whatnot to add to a collection, which is the Bronzor full illustration rare, which is by the artist Salsal. This is so niche if you're not into Pokemon card collecting, but I collect this artist basically, and I grabbed one on Whatnot because I did that thing where you sign up using a link and get £10 credit, and I spent my £10 credit. Well, I actually spent it on a couple of things, but this is one of them. So a little card haul there for you. And you know, if you also want some credit to spend on Whatnot, I have a link. I'll pop it in the description box down below. I only mention it because I will also get credit if you use the link, and I can spend it on more Pokemon cards, which is awesome. But back to the topic at hand. That's the plan. I'm gonna go take everything off my to-do list for today and then catch up with you when we're heading down to London.
Baby, you give me ice and whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink.
Have to take a video clip of this display. Look at all these books. How many is this? Like 50?
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time.
So we're currently in Goldsborough Books in London. It's just beautiful. They specialise in first editions, which applies to new books and old books. And guys, I want so many of these books. I just signed 50 copies, which is so wonderful. So if you ordered from Goldsborough, you might have got one of those. And for all I know, there might still be some available. So you know, you can check that out. There were three copies. Got something special inside.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby,
You can't help it. But you look adorable.
chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
I did it. I'm back. It's very dark. I probably should have turned the light on. Yeah, I'm back. I've had a really good day, but I have to say I'm also feeling really overwhelmed. I don't think I managed to get many clips where I was actually speaking in it, so I think it's going to be a lot of clips, B-roll with music up until this point in the vlog, and I hope that's okay. But I am finding the whole experience quite overwhelming. Like, you know, it's my first traditionally published novel, and I'm not gonna lie, I've put a lot of pressure on myself. Like, I've put a lot of expectations on myself and the book, and like, you know, it's also like my career, so I'm obviously like relying on everything going well generally. But yeah, I'm trying not to I'm just trying not to let it get too much and like to take it all too seriously, because I have a lot of hopes and dreams for the book and I want everything to go well. But like, when you have such high expectations and you've put all that pressure on yourself, it's hard not to feel the emotions and the adrenaline like spike and get a little bit too much sometimes. And now I'm just knackered and I just want to flop. Like, I just want to flop, and I think I need that flop. But it was so lovely signing copies today. I had such a nice time with the team from Michael Joseph, and getting to catch up with my agent Emily, and then also chatting to the booksellers. I was particularly honoured that Gaze the Word had a bunch of stock in, because as you probably know if you've watched me for a while, you know how important or how much I love Gaze the Word as a bookshop. So like, to be stocked in them always means a lot to me. Yeah, it's like wonderful but also terrifying. It's exciting but scary. It's all of the good emotions as well as being incredibly overwhelming. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I'm really excited and terrified. Yep, pretty much that covers it. So I'm gonna go and rest and check in with you later. Right, it is the next day. I am much more chill than I was last night, and I thought I would make up and catch up. So catch up while I was doing my makeup. I'm feeling much more chill and relaxed after a good night's sleep. Yeah, just like all those emotions and adrenaline spikes have kind of chilled out a little bit. I'm still obviously like, you know, excited and scared at the same time, like it's not going to go away, but I'm feeling a bit more chill and more excited, and I'm really happy. And I've had a few people tagging me online that their pre-orders have arrived, and just people saying that they're excited to read the book and that they're going to be picking it up, and that means a lot. So that's like, you know, that's what I want, isn't it? So excited. And also, for those who've asked but haven't seen, it is also available on audiobook. So the audiobook narrator is Anna Burnett, who is an incredible voice actor and just general actor. And I was listening to a little bit of the audiobook this morning because I hadn't actually heard the final version, and I'm just like, it doesn't feel like my book. Well, it does, but in the same way that I'm listening to a real book that like a real person wrote. Like that's what it feels like, which is silly because I know I wrote it, but it's incredible. Like she's done such a good job bringing Vivian to life, and I'm so excited for people to listen to the audiobook as well as read it. So let me know if you choose that format, or if like me you double up on audiobook and paperback or Kindle or whatever you read it on, because I just think she's amazing. Like she's done such a good job, and I'm just so impressed.
Prologue. One step further, then another, and I could feel the water lapping at my waist. This was the point where the silt bed dropped off, where, were I to walk any deeper, my feet would lose purchase and I would be forced to swim or sink. My toes curled possessively around the tiny rocks that littered the ground as I paused to look out across the loch, taking in its great expanse. When I glanced down, the dim haze of dawn lit my path just enough that I could make out the shadow of countless tadpoles scurrying away from my intrusion. Meanwhile, 2 lone swans floated by, barely registering my presence, so used to it by now were they. This was what I would miss the most. And then I sank. I dove from the precipice and let the loch swallow me, sinking deeper and deeper beneath its surface before, finally, I began to swim. Twisting and turning in its arms, I revelled in the water's cool embrace. I was home. As I reeled, I watched a shoal of pike meander past before deciding to tag along behind them. Together we swam through the watery depths, kelp occasionally tickling at my feet as I passed by. Down here, I was free. Free from austere fathers and absent stepmothers. Down here, I was my own lord and master. I could go wherever and do whatever I wanted. Down here, I was not alone. I had the fish and tadpoles as my friends. Down here, I could still feel the memory of my mother in the water's embrace. And down here, I could pretend that the time had not come to say goodbye.
But like I said, today I am meeting my non-fiction editor, so completely unrelated to Lady of the Lake, even though it is release day. But I thought, you know, like, make the most of being in London. So I'm really excited about that because we've never met in person. I don't live in London, so we've Zoomed before, but we've never met in person. And it's just really nice to meet the people you work with in person, I think. And we can chat about what I've written so far, because with non-fiction, generally, you've not written the whole thing. So I got this offer off the back of having written some of it and a summary, and then also like I've written more since then, but we're not quite done. So we can talk about what I've written so far and what needs to be done before summer, because that's the deadline, and also hopefully chat about announcing it, which we're really excited. I am just like, this is a concept I have wanted to write about for the longest time. I've wanted to do a more deep dive on the research of this topic. It's something I've been like just in my free time researching and interested in for years. So yeah, I can't say any more than that, but I'm so excited to announce it, and hopefully some of you will be interested in it too when it does come out. But I'm doing that, then I get to see Jen, who I miss so desperately. I wish all of my friends would just move to Scotland. I think it's very selfish that so many of them still live in London, because I would like to see them all the time, and I can't do that when they're in London, so that's very selfish, but also I forgive them. Jen actually recently had a new book come out, if you're not familiar, and this one was an edited collection of short stories, which I'll pop the picture up on the screen here, but it's for children, but honestly, having read it, adults will love it too. And it's all own voices disability rep, and lots of different disability rep, and the writers are incredible. Jen's also contributed to it, but she was also one of the spearheads behind it and edited it, so I'm really proud of her for that. And that just came out a couple of weeks ago, so if you want some more books to check out, definitely check that out as well. So I'm also looking forward to celebrating that with her. And then I'm also going out for dinner this evening at Mildred's in Soho, which is one of my favourite restaurants. It's one of the first vegetarian places I ever went to in London. I have very fond memories of it, so I get to see even more people, and I'm really excited for that, because I don't know, there's nothing quite like celebrating with the people you love and who have encouraged and supported you throughout the years. But yeah, so that's the plan for today, and I am looking forward to catching up with all of those people and just maybe living in the moment a little bit. It's hard in these circumstances to not think about the future, what's next, what's the next book deal, will this book do well, blah 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 blah, how are people going to enjoy it, etc. But I also think I really need to take a step back sometimes and just live in the moment. This has been a dream of mine to have a novel traditionally published since I was about 7 years old, and I wrote my first ever full short story. So I just need to revel in this regardless of what's to come next, and really enjoy it and celebrate it. So that's what I'm hoping to do today, and yeah, I'll take you along on that little journey with me. This has been a right ramble, but hopefully it's a bit of a contrast from my sleepy, weary, stressed out clip yesterday. A bit more chipper this morning, and I'm looking forward to the day. Yeah, Sainsbury's.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's such a cute one.
That is adorable.
Oh my god. What a good first one.
I really like that one on my Pokemon Go. I've got a few of them.
Oh, you
I also have that one on Pokemon Go. Oh, I don't know you. Where are your
I
eyes?
had that one. I think she's not French.
Oh, a French. A human person. Huh.
What is that?
Oh, there's the head. That's the neck and then that's the body.
It's like an ostrich.
Yeah.
These aren't even the English names. No. You got a tandem mouse.
That's so cute.
That's right, mouse. Shut up, have you got full art? You got full art, man. Time to go back home. I'm tired. I've just arrived home and I'm opening my post, and I think this might be from my agent / my publisher, so I thought, I'll try and open it on camera, but it's not going very well. Hang on. Okay, time for something special. I have literally no idea what this is. Oh my goodness. I don't know what this is. Okay, right, what's inside? Oh. It's a little box. Oh my goodness. What do we have? Oh my goodness, it's a piece of jewellery. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. Chris is now holding my camera for me so I can do this with competence. Let me show you that. This is a little V and a little M for the two main characters in my book, the romantic interests, Vivian and Morgan. Oh, and it's a little locket. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is so stunning. Sorry, that was a little bit of a chaotic opening, but that was an incredibly kind gift of my publisher and agent to send. I'm so excited to wear it. I'm going to wear it tomorrow when I go to some of the bookshops in Edinburgh to sign some copies of my book and also see some friends. So yeah, I'm very happy to be back because I'm knackered and it's that time of the month, so I'm also dealing with all that kind of lethargy, etc. But I'm so happy to be back and to chill and then celebrate some more this weekend. And I also had a wonderful time in London, so that was fantastic. I hope you enjoyed like coming on my little book release adventure with me. I also received some more Pokemon cards I ordered off of Whatnot, so I'm gonna chill on the sofa here and organise my binder. That's the cool things that we do on Friday nights. But yeah, I had such a lovely time, and I loved seeing people. I loved signing books. Let me know if you pick up any of those books that I signed whilst I was in London, whether it was in Waterstones Piccadilly or in Gaze the Word or Goldsborough. I will be back in June to sign the books in Forbidden Planet that we had to reschedule, so hopefully in June there'll also be some signed copies in Forbidden Planet, so that's exciting. But I was going back anyway to see Hercules on the West End, so that's very exciting. I'm very excited about all of that happening in June. And like I mentioned, I also have some events coming up in Edinburgh, so they'll all be linked down below, as well as like links to the book and the audiobook, etc. I also just got an email about possibly doing an event in Stirling in September, so a little while away, but that's exciting. I have no idea if I covered everything I planned on covering, but I had a lovely time in London. I am so honoured by all the lovely messages I've been receiving from all of you about the Lady of the Lake, so that's so wonderful, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you enjoy the book if you read it.